This here is the schematic for the Arduino Uno, and I'm going to try to make it so you can see it, the whole thing. There we go. So this is the joystick, 9-volt battery, which I'm using two 18650 batteries, as I explained in the previous part. And it was designed for Uno, and that's of course the little servo. And so what I did is I want to use a smaller uh, version of Arduino, so I'm using the Arduino Nano. And so what you need to do is go to internet and print yourself one of these sheets. And this one basically shows the pinout of the Arduino. And so over here I find out where it goes, and then I find out where it goes on the Nano, because the pinouts on here are not identical to here. So it's really simple, and off I go to wire the thing. So this is another project I started working on. What it is, it's basically the marble is right now perfectly in center, so uh, it's sitting there. But this thing is going to have a joystick, and depending on where you move the joystick, this tilts left or right. Okay, so to make it go left and right, uh, you push forward or backwards on the joystick. Okay, so basically this thing is opening. Going left or right. I'm going to show you a side view. Right. Okay. So the idea is, I'm going to put the ball over here. Um, this battery pack is going to sit inside here like that, and then it gets closed, and then the joystick is going to be right here like that. And I didn't have Arduino Uno yet, so I ordered it, so it's now here. But I programmed this Arduino Uno to test the theory if it's going to work, and it does work. So the next thing would be to move it into the Arduino Nano, and once I have that wired up, I think I'm going to just put it up here. I don't want to hide it. I think I'm going to just put it underneath right here on this side of the box on the left side. And basically, I want people to see that it takes a little bit of small little tiny, I call them little tiny computers, but they are not really computers, but which of course you know. But I want to leave it exposed, because sometimes when we have our shows and show this to people who don't know about Arduino and stuff, I can tell them that this little tiny computer, uh, you know, is working with this joystick, and your point is, or the game is, that you don't want to lose the ball on either side. And I guess I could have put the ends on these, but uh, I cut them out, so I have them. But I don't want to put them there. I want that ball to fall over, and I like the design of this thing. So I like that design to continue over on the open ends. Okay, so once I have this thing mounted, the joystick over here, then I think I'm gonna put maybe, I don't know for sure, but I might put and a drill a little hole here on the side, and then I'll also drill a hole over here, somewhere in the center, and then bring the wires through that up to here, and then the power is going to also come up there. So that's the plan. And in the next video, I'm going to show how it's up and running, working. Uh, I went to the website, and I'm going to in the description show you how I make these pieces, these boxes, and including this piece on the bottom. And you can design your own. You can make the box bigger or smaller. So is this part can be made longer or shorter. Shorter, I would probably not recommend because it's not working very well. You need a little bit of room for the ball. If you want to make it longer. That's what I would recommend. Otherwise than that, this thing would work with a 9-volt battery, which uh, would be plenty big to run. And I might even do that instead of the 18650 battery holder, which I prepared for this project. And it's the reason I like to use these 18650s is because the battery stays charged for a very long time. And even if you play with it a long time, then you don't have to change the 9-volt battery. Uh, you know, 9-volt battery you would be changing more often than this 18650 battery holder. Okay, so I'll see you on the other side of this break. Okay, so what did I do uh, to this point? What I did is I mounted this joystick with 4 little screws. I put these feet underneath, 4 feet in the corners. Then what I did is I drilled a little hole here where the wires from the joystick goes. Then over here I drilled a hole and I put a on and off switch. Of course you've seen this part. And then here, move it away. This here is the Arduino Nano, and I just used a Velcro underneath so I can remove it. The other thing about um, this Nano is that uh, this piece here I could have like rounded up when I was designing it, but I didn't. But if you put it like this far, like I did, uh, this will pass by like that, so it's not going to hurt anything. Then what I did is on the inside, I put the two 18650 batteries and a little holder. And again, I use just a little piece of a Velcro so it stays put. And then you notice that there's big room in here. The reason I do that is because I want to shove after I solder the wires to the headers of the Arduino Nano. I'd like to uh, I'd like to be able to shove those wires in, and so they are not like sticking out here somewhere as much yeah, as necessary. And I'm planning to put this wire here uh, down to, and then wherever it goes, and then I'll probably use a crazy glue to just glue these 3 wires there from the little servo onto the side of the wall, or maybe not if it's going to be like going across to this side here. So um, I've got all that done, and then my next step will be to go ahead and wire all these wires and solder them to these headers. Okay, I'll show it to you when it's done. Okay, so I wired everything, and it looks like this, the wiring. There's not that many wires really. There's only one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a total of 8 wires, and 3 are ground and 2 are power. And so one switch, of course, over here on this side. Okay. And then this little Arduino Nano, I I just used the Velcro to attach it in case that I have to replace it or use this for a different project. Anyway, so I have a battery inside. I have a two 18650 batteries, and um, so far this code is not perfect, as you're going to see, but I made it work a little bad. And I also changed my mind about these sides because the ball was always on the floor and getting up and down. Oh, so I just put these ends on, and okay. So I'm going to power it up, and you see what it does, and then it shakes like crazy. But if you there is a little play in this stepper motor, and maybe if I had a better quality stepper motor, maybe that would not um, wouldn't do this thing. But anyway, then you take the joystick and push it forward a little bit, and now I have it level, and I'll put the ball in here, and see it's still very rough. The code, the sketch for this Arduino, uh, is just not perfect. But if you're not careful, you can do this, and then when you go like this, it does that thing. So anyway, uh, I think that maybe I need to refine the sketch a little bit so it doesn't do this. And of course, stepper motor would have been much better probably for this application because a stepper motor you can really, really fine tune it. But with having this um, servo, not very high quality on top of that, uh, then you might not get as good of a results uh, as you would like. I'm going to put in the description the sketch, and if somebody makes this sketch better, there's better results. Please reply and paste it there as a text, like I will on the bottom, and uh, and I'll download it and try it. So um, again, it's an Arduino Uno. I'm sorry, Arduino Nano, and um, it has a USB, one of those first mini ports, but you can of course use the C port or whatever is on the Arduino. Thank you very much for watching. Let's hope that you make something like this, and if you make it better, let me know and send me there. You have a great day.